You, my friends, are watching Unboxing Things, a show where I, Jessie Janae, unbox brands and talk all about the box because I love boxes. Let's see what's in my mailbox today. So, oh my gosh, we have Brooklinen. If you aren't already familiar, Brooklinen is an incredible company selling amazing sheets and other supplies for your sleep world to your doorstep. Let's see what we can learn from the outside of this box. I really am intrigued by the print design that they've gone with here. They've actually got kind of like a pinstripe style design, but printed onto a box using flexographic printing. And then they've actually reversed out like enough of the pinstriping to print their logo. So it appears as though the logo is printed over the pinstripes, but I know that they're not. I'm gonna grab my giant loop. If you don't have a giant loop, I don't know how you're living. I'm gonna look in here and oh my gosh. First of all, I see the fibers of the Kraft board, like, you know, and then I can actually see the ink over top of them, like, but then what's interesting is I can see the shift that they've allowed for the pinstriping and the logo to fit, and it's actually very close, like they got it really close on. This box, while relatively simple in construction, it's an RETF, roll and tuck front box, your kind of traditional mailer style, is not easy to print. Their choice to do the pinstripe with their logo reversed out so you can get space for it to be white isn't easy to pull off. You need a great pre-press designer to actually structure the file properly, and then you need a press operator who has care in the way that they print the box. A little bit too much shifting and you're gonna get the Brooklinen logo under some of the stripes and then gaps, which wouldn't be pretty. Over here, they're doing the same thing. It looks very straightforward, but when you actually look closely, you have to leave enough space for the B, enough space for these, you know, the top of the K to pop up. Kind of gives it a textile feel. It evokes a sensation of fabrics, pinstripes. Boxes do not have pinstripes usually, and then the logo being a soft white also gives it that kind of feel of softness. I think this is very intentional for a primarily textile brand. Other funsies, this may not be their original intention, but the thermal shipping label being here and actually being smack dab on one of the pinstripe lines, it's that kind of thing that makes me smile. This package got some label love. The person who assembled it and the person who shipped it out really put some TLC into this. In this show, it might seem like I come across as a know-it-all. I know a lot about packaging, but here's something I don't know, all right? Someone took a wax marker here and wrote 2158 on the side of the box. This could be like a number for a facility that needs to land at, or something that someone needs to write on the box to remember something, to get it shipped out. I don't know. If you work in fulfillment or you know why this says 2158 or someone would write on the side of a box, please let us know in the comments. Let's start a lively discussion about this. Let's open this box. They're using clear packing tape to actually secure the box itself. And so I'm going to open that. Now, brands have a choice when they put their logo orientation. There's a logo on the flap that I can read when I'm opening the box, and then when I open it, you'll notice that the box is actually facing you, and I think it's kind of fun that they chose that orientation. If I open it all the way, the first thing I see is really beautiful. First, I've got a return shipping label right there on the top. That's a really nice gesture. Too often, brands try to hide the return information and make it really difficult and complicated, and that pretty much only leads to a poor customer experience. It won't make someone feel more prone to keeping what you sent them, but it will frustrate them. Then I can notice that they've gone with a plain, unprinted interior, at least so far, and right here, I've got a beautiful pop of printing, though, for me to enjoy. It's a really high-quality tote bag. I love how it smells. Let me be clear, when I ordered my sheet set from Brooklinen, I did not also order a tote bag. Brooklinen is including this as part of my unboxing experience. This is a really cool way of winning more loyalty with me, making me feel like they put extra TLC into how I experience the Brooklinen brand. It's also a beautiful tote bag, really high quality, beautiful printing. Be careful about that. If you're going to give something away, make sure it's something that people will keep. This is simple, but a really nice brand impression here. I've got my sheet set, and it's actually wrapped with a Kraft belly band. I think this is really effective. The inside of the box does not have printing, but you've got this Kraft belly band with white printing, really kind of echoes the external of the box, and this is what I care about when I open the box anyway. This is what I want to see, and it really is just a nice pop of the actual sheet set that I ordered. So if I ordered a color or a pattern, I'd be seeing that as well. I'd get the full kind of impression of what I ordered. ordered. And then I get the actual description as well. It reminds me what size. There's a sticker here. The whole sheet set is also wrapped in a plastic bag. You really want items that are textile to make sure they don't get dirty or kind of have any difficulty in transit, especially something like white sheets. Other small detail about this unboxing experience, I can take my fingers and I can actually put them on the side of the items and lift it out. Very simple, but it's a really nice touch. Sometimes items are really squeezed in and I'm like kind of having to wiggle them out, and that's kind of a bummer because it's really nice to be able to go, boom, here's my sheets. Okay, confirmed. There's no printing on the inside of this box. Again, they don't need it. They're spending money on the outside of the box to make sure you get that beautiful brand impression, and then the product itself is communicating the rest. Because it's a shallow depth, you aren't having flaps that extend far beyond the regular kind of outline of the box. This means that it runs fairly efficiently on a press, no kind of wasted material. Think of boxes being cut out, kind of like a cookie cutter. And if you've got a weird cookie cutter shape, you're gonna waste more of that dough. And unlike cookies, you can't ball it up and use it again. It's corrugate. Let's open this real quick. This is a clear peel and seal bag. It has its own adhesive, but very minor, so you can easily open it. And then you can take the sheets out, and now you've got your sheet set. Again, it's got this nice Kraft belly band. It holds the items together really effectively, actually. Something I really appreciate about this approach is that this belly band is doing a lot of heavy lifting. There's the actual name of the product you ordered. There's information about what comes inside, 1 flat sheet, fitted sheet, 2 pillowcases. Then you've got information about how to get more care, information about how to wash and use before your first usage. There's also a place for the sticker with the barcode on it. This is achieving a lot. A lot of brands might use collateral cards, other stickers, other kind of ties and wraps and stuff to achieve the same thing that this single belly band is achieving. Let's roll in the recap. Brooklinen is doing a lot of things right on their packaging, but I'm gonna talk about 3. First up, good materials. They're using great materials, and I'm not just talking about the corrugated, even though I love corrugated, but also the tote bag, really the detail level work, the belly band. Those materials are very well chosen and thought out, and they communicate the overall quality of the brand and the product. Next, accessible. They're making luxury bedding accessible. The price point is accessible, but also all the messaging makes me feel like I'm a part of it, like it's not too fancy for me. And thirdly, pinstriped. I can't get over it, folks. I love the pinstriping on this box. It's a great way of bringing the textile feeling to something like a box and packaging. This has been Brooklinen Unboxed.